Hi guys, so today we will learn how to schedule a task so that it can back up a MySQL database on a regular basis. And this is very crucial to learn, especially when we do server-side programming, because we often need to back up our databases, and it is very simple to do. We just basically need two things to do that. One is a shell script, basically a bash script, and the second thing, we need a command line utility tool for scheduling a task, and in this case we are using cron. This is a very popular Unix based command line utility tool for scheduling a task. All right, so without any further ado, let's get right into it. All right, the first thing we want to do is basically open the terminal, and then I want to create a bash script. So the way I create a bash script is, so let me just check how many files and folder I have it here. So as you can see, I have just one folder here. So I will create a bash script right in this folder. Now to create a bash script, all you need to do is just touch and then the bash script name. So basically there's a back mysql, and the extension for bash script is sh. So sh. All right, so if I hit enter, my bash script has been created. All right, so let me just open the bash script using a text editor. In this case I'm using nano as a text editor, and I'm also giving sudo permission to open it. So sudo nano. Actually, before I do that, let me create a directory, and the directory would be MySQL backup. So the purpose of this directory basically to save all my backup into this directory. So if I do that, now as you can see, I have a directory here as well. Right, so let me just open this bash script now, sudo nano and then back.sh. Then I have to give my password, that is this. The first line in bash script is basically hash exclamation mark and then slash bin slash sh. So this is a convention. We're just saying this is a bash script. And the second line is basically the command or instruction we want to execute every time. So let's say I want to create a directory. So what is the command for creating a directory in a Unix based operating system? So that is basically mkdir and then directory name. In my case it's tested. So if I save this file now, then whenever I run this file, it will always create a directory named tested, right? In our case, I want to create a MySQL backup. Now we have to find out what is the command to create a backup, and the MySQL dump command could be different depending on your operating system, because I have to keep the absolute path for the MySQL dump instruction. Now in my case, this is my directory name. So either slash local MySQL bin MySQL dump, and then I have to use the username, that is root, and then so this is the username for the database, MySQL database, and then password, that is also root, and then the database name, and that is express react. So that's my database name. So first part is MySQL dump absolute bin location. Second part is the username, and then third part is the password for the user for that username, and the fourth part is the database name, right? Then the forward arrow, now I can write the file name. So in my case, I want to create this file into that directory what I just created, MySQL backs. So the way I get into that directory basically, so I have to get the current directory. So the current directory should be this one in my case, and slash MySQL backs, the directory I have just created a couple of minutes before. Now then the file name. So I want to create a unique file every time. So how I do that? So there is a command in a Unix based operating system to get the current time, right? So in this case I am using a very specific format. So my file name should start with back underscore, then I have to use the command so that it can get the current date time in a nice format. So as you can see, so the file name should end with .sql, and the file name format should be back underscore the current date. So the first one is year, then month, then day, and then the time, and then there is a PM or AM, right? And then it will end up with a .sql extension. All right, so if I now save this with command O and command enter and then command X, so my file has been saved. So that's this part. All right, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give this file proper permission, proper executable permission. And the way I do that is chmod plus X and then that file. All right, now I should be able to create a Mysql backup just running this file. All right, so let me just check all my files and folder. So my backup will be set into this folder, this directory, right? So if I run backup .sh, that should create a file, a Mysql file, backup file into this directory. All right, let me just run that. All right, so you're getting a end of line error. So we have some sort of error into my bash script. So let me just open that bash script one more time. So sudo nano back now, so it should be there. So that's what it's supposed to be. And this is end of line. Maybe I have missed something into end of line. Oh yeah, so I have missed a double quote at the end. So if I save it again, command O, command enter and then command X, now I should be able to create a Mysql backup running this command. So let me run that command again, and boom, and we have created a backup. Now if you check the files in this directory, backup, not this directory, into MySQL backs, as you can see, this is my backup. All right, so the first part is done. So now we know how to create a backup through a bash script. Now the second part is how can we so far we are doing it manually. So when we run this command, then we'll create a file, right? So now if you check here, as you can see, here is that file. Now I want to run this file automatically on a schedule base, right? How we do that? And that's where the cron comes in. So you will use the cron utility tool in order to schedule this task to be executed. So basically I'll tell cron that run this file, this bash script file, on a specific time. Okay, so let's get into that. All right, so since we have a bash script ready, now is the time to automate this bash script. So as you can see, this is my bash script. Now I have to run this script in a specific time, in a specific manner. So in order to do that, I need a task scheduler. So in this case, I'm going to use cron tab. This is a very popular task scheduler in a Unix based operating system. So before I do that, let me just show you how many files I have into that folder. As you can see, I have just created one file long time before, and now here is my directory where all this backup will be saved. Now let me also copy my current working directory because I will need this now. And now let's open cron tab. And the way I do that, cron tab /e and press enter, and you will see 5-star here, and each of these star has their own meaning. So the first one represent minute in an hour, so basically 0 to 59, and the second one is the hour itself, that is 0 to 23. We have 24 hours in a day. And then the third one is the days in a month, that is 1 to 31. And fourth one is month in a year, so that is 1 to 11. And the fifth one is days in a week, so that is 0 to 6. So basically Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and so on. And then after that, after the last star, I have to give a space and then write cd and then the absolute directory. So cd, basically I have to navigate to the directory where the bash script actually resides. So in this case, in my case, this is the directory, and then I have to give another command, and between each command I have to write and double ampersand, and then I have to write the file name, bash script file name, and that is back mysql.sh. so this is my file name. All right, so one more thing I have to do, that is I have to give a / since my directory has a space between them. So that's pretty much it. So now if I save this, one more thing, and that is I have to give a /1 here, because I want to create a backup every minute. So if you want to do that 10 minutes, every 10 minutes, that will be /10. But in my case, for this video purpose, I want to show you, so that's why I want to use 1 minute, right? So if I escape C and then save the file and exit, it will pop up with this window. Just press OK, and that's pretty much it. So if I check that folder, so that directory again, as you can see, I have one file, but in a minute you will see another file here. Right, so let's just wait for a minute. Alright, there should be already a minute, so let me check one more time. As you can see, I have another file here, and that's pretty much it. So that's how we actually create a bash script which can generate a MySQL backup, and then you can write a task, you can schedule a task so that it can run the script in a specific time. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope you like the tutorial and we learned something together. If you like the video, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any advice, just write it into the comment section. And I will see you in another video. Have a nice day.